All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Hajime no Ippo, Season 2, Episode 11. All right?
Yeah, guys, we got Hammer now and Ippo, and they're going to throw down.
Right now.
Kouhai versus Senpai.
Yep. And, well, the stakes for this battle are not winning and losing, because you win and lose in different ways.
Yep.
And Ippo's almost definitely going to win, but will now win. Will he win the real fight?
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah, I don't want to see him retire. I do think,
Same.
though, that it is the proper consequence to have if he comes out of this realizing that there's no point. Like, that's something that could happen.
Well,
That's something that's very likely in some ways. And also, it might be a positive thing if we turn it that way, where he goes, that was a really good fight. But I don't see any other boxing being something that holds that luster for me that this fight was.
Right.
But maybe it's a thing of where he goes, that fight was really good. Oh, my body hurts. I wonder if I did this again when I was stronger. Would it go the same way?
Yep.
Then, okay, that would be good. So all those could work, but I guess only one of them, will probably happen, though.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. For a while. Da da ba 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 da 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 ba da ba ba.
All right.
Madhouse. Ippo versus Hammer now.
Oh, this sad track.
本当に殴れると思うか。答えはすぐに出ますよ。9対1。幕の内の圧勝を疑っていない。
そううまくいきますかね。2年半です。どれほどしまったの。
Not much, probably.
離れたのか。
向かい撃とうなどと考えるなよ。常に攻めの気持ちじゃ。はい。そのつもりですよ。全力を尽くす。
Okay, Ippo. Okay. I'm proud of you that you're thinking that.
But keep it up when push comes to shove.
Right.
All right. Oh! Okay.
Oh! 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 Whoa! Ippo!
Wow.
That was incredible!
Okay.
Huh.
Well, no, it's... Yeah, it's what he does after he sees what effect his punches have on him.
Exactly.
He doesn't want him to get back up. Because he doesn't want to have to do that again.
I don't know. No, to be fair, I still think you were showing some courtesy by doing the touch gloves bit, and Ippo ignored that. So, in some ways, that was just Ippo being cutthroat and not taking the... Oh!
Okay.
Whoa! Okay.
All right.
Here comes a body blow.
All right.
Okay, okay.
怒りにも似た気迫を見せる
まるで喧嘩腰じゃねえか
Oh.
あんな幕の内先輩
So is this actually how Ippo is not treating him like a regular fighter?
Oh. And way exposed.
惜しかった当たりそうだった
Oh.
Oh, and he
Ippo
doesn't
backed
go
up
in
all
for
the
the
way.
hit. Okay.
Oh no, he's giving out.
Or maybe he's trying to set up for the Dempsey.
そうなパンチで
Oh, that could have been possible, actually.
射程距離にいるんだもう接近戦でのさえ渡るチャンピオンのヘッドスリップ
Wow! Wow! Ippo!
こんなに近くにいるのにとてもじゃないけど捕まえきれないスピードに差がありすぎる
Oh, yeah, I was waiting for that! Oh my god!
Wow.
This is crazy! This is a reminder that Ippo is not an underdog anymore. Like,
Yep.
he is this good.
マジで徹底的にやる気だぜ
I mean, he's taking your offer, Hammer, now. I mean,
生意気な後輩に鉄槌を下すにしたってもう少し情けってもんがあってもいいだろうに
No, this is
talking
the
about,
best.
yeah, Takamura, yeah. Speak the truth. Always spitting facts.
俺には普通な顔にしか見えねえよ
Right, he wants to end it quickly.
こう尽くすでもせめて早いラウンドで
Yeah. Good insight, Takamura.
Yep.
反撃だ
Oh!
All right.
Oh my god!
Okay. Oh. Oh.
Jeez!
Wow.
Oh, wow! Oh my god!
挑戦者
Oh
Wow.
my god!
カウントの必要もないのか
決まったか間違いねえ一歩のパンチをあんなに綺麗にもらっちゃ失神もんだぜ
この手に残っている
Yeah.
僕を殴った感触
Uh-huh.
Yamada-kun. He's calling Yamada-kun.
今
Yeah.
立てない
Wow.
これで
And he's up. He's up. Knees weak, arms are heavy.
カウントが続行される
Oh yeah, because he needs to respond. Yeah.
止めてレフェリー
Oh,
いやよ
here it is. Oh yeah, we were talking about this.
Yep.
このまま終われない
All right.
Wow.
残り時間約1分
Wow.
早く終わりにすもう一度倒せば終わる終わらせるんだチャンピオンニュートラルコーン
Okay.
テーマクロチ
Round one knockout. Yeah, that's what he wants. Can't let it end without doing something. It's not just the fight. Can't let. Oh, he's mirrored him.
He's just gonna take it for over a minute.
Oh my god.
早く倒そうと焦りすぎださっきから派手なパンチを打っちゃいるがほとんど取
Wow.
ったパンチにしろ腕を振り回して腕力だけで
He's not using his legs properly. He's not
Oh,
driving.
yeah, we
with
didn't
full
get that
strength.
shot of like the
Yeah.
whole body engaging. Yeah.
Yeah.
あれは仮面作戦
ガードを固めてとことん辛抱して相手の隙を待つ
Okay.
ピンチの時
Wow.
He's
He really is
Ippo.
Ippo's kouhai.
All right. Let's make Ippo barf. Oh! Oh! Oh. Okay.
ガッチリブロック
Wow. What?
重さがフェザー級じゃない間違いなく上に
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
今まで空振りばかりさせられてたのにそうか
It worked.
つけばわかることだった状態は激しく動いていてもボディは
Yeah, yeah. I knew this was going to be a body blow match because it's
Okay.
so close.
Oh boy.
ボディ狙いだ
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's going to be painful.
Yeah.
反撃タジラがチャンピオンと20秒を切った当たると先輩に自分のパンチが
Oh. no! That.
もう一押しこれからだこれからじゃないかなぜだなぜ止めるレフェリーゴングだ
Oh, they didn't even hear the bell.
Wow! Whoa!
なんとも奇妙な光景です残念そうな表情をしたのは倒し
Uh-huh.
チャンピオンではなく
Yep.
戦車の方
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
You go, Yamada.
Like, imagine, like, thinking back in the beginning of the show that we would be rooting for Ippo to, like, take hits, you know?
Yeah.
ディブロの効き目は汚染だマグノージのパンチささらされながら積み重ねることなんて
Okay.
Gotcha.
マグノージのパンチは強烈すぎる
Now we're racing against the clock. Mm-hmm. They've continually shifted the results that are necessary in order for him to.
Mm-hmm. Man, his face.
Uh-huh.
あるその名を
Oh.
ソーラープレキサス
Oh no! Oh no! Oh crap!
貴様にプロの条件というものを教えてやろうプロの条件与えられた仕事をこなすこと
Oh.
Mm-hmm. No matter who.
Yeah.
勝負に徹するということじゃ
Okay.
この3つを満たさなければ本当のプロボクサーなどと言えない
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's like Ippo forgets sometimes that he's the champion here.
何週の興味や勝敗よりチャンピオンを倒すかということに移
Hey, start winding it up, Ippo, if he's gonna give you time. Oh, no, here we go. All right.
頭をぶつけんばかりの至近距離両足は前後にアーストライド後ろには絶対引かないという気構えだ
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Saw it coming. Oh, these blocks are good.
Yep.
Oh, jeez, his head!
Wow.
His head looked like it almost came off! Oh!
Yep.
Yeah.
みぞおじは直接叩けば即座に呼吸困難が訪れる即効性のボディーブローが成立
Oh.
なおさ不要な努力ばさせているのか
Right, he's taking a lot of damage. And that's gonna start showing itself here.
が多くなってきたな
But in some ways,
人の覚えじゃ通用しね
if
ボディばっかじゃ当たんね
if the fight goes on longer, the body blows he did to Ippo will eventually take effect.
に踏み込む
Right, but
ボディーブローすら
he wasn't able to do too many in the first round, so.
Right.
かませ犬にはそれなりの噛みつき方ってものが
Oh.
あるんですよ
Okay.
丸見えですよみぞおちが
Is that even like a thing?
I don't know.
Just grabbing his arm and pushing it to the side? Oh my god!
Oh.
空振りと見せかけて
ガードの中に手をこじ入れて開けやがった
えげつないことも覚える必要があったんです上に上がる
Yep.
Okay.
僕より山田君の方がはるかに
Way more.
正真正銘プロボクサーだ挑戦者ボディーブローをきっかけに好差に転じたチャンピオン交代この試合初めてチャンピオンが下がった
Oh, he's got his crowd there. That's awesome. Oh. One miss! And
Just
Ippo
like
took
that.
the whole thing back. Oh, clinching.
肩で押そう
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
That is smart. But Ippo's not taking advantage of it. He's doing it again.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Jeez.
Jeez.
Oh.
That is,
レフェリーそいつ手のひらつか
Yeah.
密
But
着してやってるからレフェリーの目に入らないんですよ
クソったれ試合が投げれば反則にはなんねえ試合が続行されている
yeah. Okay, it's a gray area. Okay, that's just clever.
反則のコールはされておらん
That means he's doing it smart enough. Yep.
リング
Yep.
生き残るために編み出した技術なのじゃ勝つためには手段を問わず
Yeah.
ある意味プロとして純粋なす
Right. willing to do whatever it takes. In the corner.
Wow.
オーナーを背負って
In round 2.
後輩が先輩を崖っぷちに追い
The bell's probably coming right about now, though. Oh no, it's the episode.
Different bell.
Different kind of bell. Yeah. All right, well, we get a multi-parter.
Okay.
fight with these two.
Yeah,
That's
let's
not
do
what I
it.
expected.
I was a little bit thinking they might resolve it in this episode, given that we didn't see the beginning of the fight the last episode. But okay.
It's alright. It's alright.
And Dirtface, let's see it right now.
As she calls my name inside. I'm trying to mimic the face like. The weird part is the like the fact that his nose is like way up here and there's
yeah.
like this big gap, you know.
Yeah.
If I could make this time rewind forever to 7:59. Okay,
Well.
we got ourselves a really serious fight on our hands
Yeah,
now. Because, hey, Ippo, you're the champion. You got to defend your title.
Yep.
Otherwise,
All's fair in
he's
love
gonna
and war.
take it.
Like, and this is war.
Yep. I
So-
like how this is also something where we saw, Hammer Now. Are we going to call him Hammer Now, or are we going to call him Yamada-kun?
I think Hammer now.
Hammer Now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, when I'm rooting for him in the sympathetic way, it'll probably be Yamada sometimes, but
Right.
but Hammer now.
The fact that he used Ippo techniques and then also had some of his own kind of gray area, kind of underhanded techniques as well. This is a perfect identity for a new boxer character to be added into the roster of people that Ippo has fought. I don't think there's been anyone that used this combination of things that he does, the body blows, the Ippo techniques, the mirroring, and the
swiping the
underhanded
guard
stuff.
away.
Yeah, exactly. How much, I keep thinking, they're just punching. How many, iterations of boxing can there be? No, there's infinite permutations and such.
Now, if anything, the one thing I kind of would have been wondering is, wouldn't a solar plexus blow be what a lot of the, wouldn't Ippo have seen that before and at least some of the body blows? But
Yes,
that's fine.
Yes, I think he would have, but I think it's the point of he's never had someone do something so dirty as grabbing his arm
to be
and
able
pulling
to
it to the side.
consistently then get that solar plexus body blow and
By cheating, essentially.
Right, and it was important that they did bring this up of that Ippo was like, these are not the punches of a featherweight, right? This is
Yes, I'm glad they brought it up too.
From a bigger weight class that has come down here specifically to fight me.
Right.
So his punches, they hurt.
They hurt a lot.
They hurt a ton.
And I love that we've now shifted things into body blows because when they talked about how he fights really close, my thought was, oh, shoot, Ippo, you're going to be in trouble a little bit because that means there's going to be a ton of body blows. Because when you're that close, the only thing you can really get at
You're not exactly going to be getting at the head.
No, that's a really awkward thing there. I mean, maybe an uppercut. Maybe an uppercut.
But at that point, you might as well just stop early and hit the body.
You might as well just do that. An uppercut would be then like a finisher after you've delivered a bunch of body blows. And the guard makes it slack a little bit.
And then
boom, just right to the top. Which is in some ways kind of an Ippo style, if you will. Except that Ippo doesn't usually go for body blows like this.
Right.
And I just love that it's working because he is coming at this way more with the intent to just show Ippo, look at what I can do.
Yep.
And Ippo did everything to bluff to us, really, that he was taking this seriously.
Yep.
But
because he psyched himself up and everything, but it didn't run deep.
Didn't run deep.
So
literally. Wow.
Man, I absolutely love that they're bringing up the idea of now being I'll do whatever I can to win, and that's how it is. The ref hasn't called it yet, so I'm going to keep doing it. Because a lot of the times in these sorts of like stories and whatnot, you definitely wouldn't want to see Ippo do anything underhanded and all that stuff, right? Because he's Ippo, he's a good boy, and he's that awesome and whatnot. But then at the same time, at this pro level, it's like it
doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
There's no pride involved here,
right? Exactly. The only thing is that you need to win, right? And so if you can do something that's maybe a little bit underhanded, but you're not getting called out for it, and that means you can keep doing it, I guess. Like
in Ultimate Frisbee, it's been a while since I made an Ultimate Frisbee metaphor, so I'm going to do it here. But one of the most common areas of gray with regards to the rules is that your pivot foot, when you throw, has to touch the ground. But the thing is that you can step off the second you throw. So there are people that will get really good at lifting up their back leg into a run, like simultaneously with their throw.
Gotcha.
And when I say that, that's like, it's not that it's cheating, but it's an area where the human capacity for perception is not quick enough to be able to determine down to that microsecond of a difference.
Especially if you're not focusing on that. Like if you're focusing on the disc
exactly,
itself
because there's you usually focus on the player that has the disc, the referees are, and there's usually about 2 or 3 referees in general because it's a 14-player game.
Gotcha.
But the amount of extra speed you get and ability to accelerate quicker and then be able to make a play where you basically are not even trying to give it to someone else. You're literally just trying to reposition so that when you're giving it to someone, you're already moving into a position where that person can give it right back to you. And then you have no one blocking you. And it's something that totally happens in other sports as well. But this is a cool version of one that I totally didn't think about was, you can't grab and pull the other person. That's literally something they tried to restrict you from doing by giving you no fingers in the gloves.
Exactly.
I mean, that's also probably your protection as well.
Yes.
There's a lot of extra packing right there. So, yeah, that too.
And wow, that's the kind of thing that I would see myself probably doing if I was in a boxing ring, because
you would be a dirty boxer.
I would be a dirty boxer.
You would
because I'm not a fighter, let's just say, right? So if there was any kind of extra thing I could do to try and to try and sway things in my favor,
I can do this.
I would absolutely do that.
You ignore the rules of engagement in a fair fight, I'd kill you. Well, there's no incentive for me to fight fairly now, is it?
Exactly. Yeah.
Actually, I could see you being a hammer now style boxer, getting in close. You're a big guy. You have good capacity to drive in there with the body blows and such.
I've never tried my hand at boxing, so I have no idea.
No, but I mean in terms of your frame and then style. I could see you being all about intimidating the other guy and getting in there really close.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I am absolutely terrified, though, about the notion of boxing. Tangential from the episode, though, because we're seeing these people that are 125 pounds and what they're doing with their fists. No. What if you add an extra 100 pounds onto that? I don't want to think about what the punches would be like at that level.
Right. No, of course not.
So...
No, I'm talking amateur level. There's no weight requirements at all. We're just
even people that don't know what they're doing, that are doing it on an amateur level, they'd be long arms, stay away.
That's the thing. You'd be so tall. Actually, you'd be an outboxer,
probably.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to get close to you. Let's try and do this the sniping way of just
left. That's funny because if I boxed, I would be an outboxer for sure as well.
Yeah, you're fast on your feet.
I'd want to be legs all day. Just
you are
jab,
much
jab,
more of a
jab,
leg
jab.
person, aren't you?
Right. I would just go for points. I would never try to get any kind of actual.
I could definitely do that.
Right. And that'd be smart too. You get punched less.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't work all the time though, because they just run into you and just.
I don't even know. One of the things that I think is just great, because Ippo always goes for the knockouts, for the fights, because that's way more interesting. I don't actually know how the points work in boxing yet.
Yeah, me neither.
And we're 100 episodes in or something.
It's okay.
It's fine.
Yeah. But okay, we got to see why he was in this position though, with regards to Ippo. So when he had his moment of stop, let this be done here, that was something that we predicted would happen.
Yep.
That he would be pushed into a situation where he'd be like, no, I don't want this to go any longer. I don't want to hurt you. Then, Hammer then is like, okay, I'm going to then, throw a solar plexus, punch here. In some ways, that woke Ippo up.
Sure.
To be like, oh crap.
This is the kind of fight I'm in.
I can't be... In some ways, I brought up pride, and that wasn't something that was really brought up in the episode, but I want to bring this up here. Ippo, this is pride. The fact that you think that you can...
that you can beat him without really trying.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's the equivalent of... Well, in some ways, it's the equivalent of basically... what was his name again? Ricardo Martinez?
Yeah.
Basically being like,
his left.
I just only need my left to beat you. Ippo,
Right.
you can't beat him with only your left. You can't beat him without using your legs. You
Right.
can't do this half-assedly.
Right.
Get it done and give him the fight that he deserves.
And really, let's be real here. This is something where by trying to keep now from getting hurt as much as possible, he's actually going to make it so that now takes more damage. Because if he had done something like what Sendo did to that guy, where he like put the fear of the fist into him, where he like doesn't even let him fall, just keeps punching him with the whole body and everything. Yeah, now would have definitely gone down in the first round and stayed down.
But then that would have ended his whole career.
Well, yeah.
Like that Hammer would have been done. It would have been like, no, I'm good.
Yep.
I'm good.
But
I can't box anymore.
But that technically, it's like the It's the workout thing where it's like that. Well, if you don't go like 100% of what you can do, you'll actually end up doing more reps overall.
Right.
Whereas if you do 80%, it's a lot more over the long haul. So Ippo, by going at 80%, now will actually be able to get back up.
Yep.
As opposed to just being completely out cold and the ref doesn't even do a count.
Oh my God.
So
I love that they had an in-boxing mechanical reason as to why his punches were weaker. It wasn't a thing of him holding back or something. Right. Because I feel like in a lot of these stories, it's so vague and ambiguous, right, that we end up kind of not really buying it.
Sure.
But then when we think, oh crap, yeah, they never showed Ippo's legs driving.
And that's something
we've seen that as a visual cue that we get
repeatedly, like very importantly used of like, this is it. This is the big punch.
This is everything. We see the core twisting. We see the legs
the calves
driving.
Like,
the step that's made. It's something where it feels so like mechanical and just like gears turning into place.
There's a reason that the plane turbines are the sound for when he goes into the Dempsey roll, because it's a well-oiled machine that is functioning on all cylinders and it's all working together perfectly, and just this cycle that will deal out death and punishment and pain to you.
Right.
There you go.
But since this fight went on now for more than one episode, I mean, it might end in 2 minutes into the next episode. We'll see, but I doubt it. I think that this is going to be that moment where Ippo, because we talked about this in the previous bit with Date and everything, Ippo doesn't have that killer intent, that what do they call it? The
killer
aggressiveness,
instinct.
Killer instinct. Yes, exactly. This is your moment, because if you can do it to your kouhai, then
you can do it to anybody.
You can do this to anybody. But if you can't do it to your kouhai, when he's this much like not as good as you,
maybe you shouldn't be champion.
Maybe you shouldn't be champion. Yep. That you took the words right out of my mouth. I mean, and it's got to be said. And it's got to be said.
What in the hell were you saying to Date then when you said, I'll take the baton or whatever?
You
really think that in any timeline, in any future, you could come close to beating Ricardo if you can't do this here? Because Ricardo will eat you. He will eat you alive.
Spit you out.
They won't even find your body. Like, you'll just be gone, right? So if you can't do that right from the get-go, right when the bell sounded, you are going out there for blood, maybe you should go home.
Maybe,
know?
maybe we're being a little bit harsh on Ippo, but think about this, guys. Think about this. None of us could do this. None of us could do this. But this is something where Ippo, because he ascended, in my opinion, really quickly.
Oh, yeah.
He is in a position where he's probably going to get that typical kind of feeling of imposter syndrome. Little bits of kind of those moments where, like, if anything, even if he wins this fight, he's going to have those moments after this where he'll have to go and be like, why am I doing this? Why am I really doing this? And he's going to dig down on some of the things that he said, like to Date and other stuff in the past with regards to, other characters, and maybe even things that he said to Yamada-kun.
Sure.
But, Ippo, we know you're going to win, but how you win
That's
really
important.
matters now.
Really important.
And it's not about Hammer. It's not about him. You're thinking about him. I feel like I'm talking to Ippo even though he's not here.
Yeah,
But like, Ippo, buddy, this is something where it's okay to be a little selfish here. Be greedy for that belt. Like,
And in
that's
fact, it's
yours.
needed.
Yeah, it is needed.
Like, it's not.
I feel like I'm gonna channel
It's not just something that will be
Iskandar's
excused.
right. I feel like I'm channeling Iskandar's thing about a king needs to be greedy.
Yep.
you know?
Greedier than any other. Laugh
like-
louder and
Like, look to Takamura. Takamura exemplifies that in
He
almost
does.
every way.
even to a fault.
Even to a huge fault. But
Yeah.
Ippo, this is your moment. Don't miss out on this, because you will learn a very valuable lesson by the end of this fight if you do it that way. However, you're trending in a direction to where you're probably just going to win by the nature of you're being able to take probably a little bit more damage than he can.
And the thing that worries me about Ippo, right? In Ippo's situation here, he's made it. He's champion of Japan in the featherweight, right?
Right.
That's pretty great. But Ippo's not the underdog anymore, and that's a good thing.
No.
But it can also be a bad thing, because he doesn't have to try as much anymore, because he could just stay champion of Japan.
I mean, eventually someone that's actually really good
yeah,
is
no,
gonna come
definitely.
around and you're going to defend your title again.
But at that point, it would be a rude awakening of, you've kind of rested on your laurels a bit, right? You need to realize that this whole thing here, this is just one instance, right?
Right.
And you need to be bringing your absolute A game,
exactly.
Ferocity to every match.
Right.
Otherwise, you will never get to that point where you're even able to challenge Ricardo.
Yeah, and this is a unique situation. We get that this is because he's his kouhai, or he was his kouhai. That's why this is happening.
Right.
But the point still stands in that if Ippo is not going to be able to do this here, how is he going to be able to stand up to those that are stronger than him when his why is so weak?
Because I feel like Ippo's gotten by not on a lack of willpower. He has plenty of that, and he
definitely.
He makes those miracles in matches where he should lose, right? But because he's so powerful in his punches and everything, he's able to just last to the point where he's able to land that finishing blow that takes them out, right? He hasn't had to get, really sink his teeth into them and get brutal with it, right?
Yeah, the coach of the other of Hammer basically said in the beginning of the match, Ippo's a slow starter.
Yep.
There's a reason for that, Ippo.
Yeah.
And you can't afford to be like that forever. Do you remember when Takamura faced that one guy and he had a slow start? But then Takamura revealed in some ways that he was kind of just dicking with the guy.
Yeah.
That's kind of where Ippo might have been in some recent fights and stuff. And it's not that he was literally channeling Takamura's style or anything there. But we have not seen Ippo come out the bell like that, delivering, I would say, the ferocity that he truly has in the end of the matches. Maybe more than one or two times.
Yeah, I feel like most of the times when we saw that, it was in matches where it was like a rematch, like with Sendo.
Sendo was the main example.
Sendo's the big one. I think he might have had some of that with Mashiba because he had taken out Miyata, But you need to be able to just have that on a switch. Because you're going into the realm where people will be stronger than you, right? Where you can't just fall back on your punches being super powerful. because eventually that won't be enough.
I remembered where the other one was. It wasn't Mashiba, because Mashiba jabbed him away really quickly.
Oh, that's
It was
right.
against the, I think it was a Vietnamese guy, the one that he just destroyed the Dempsey roll right in the very beginning of the match.
Oh, that's
That was-
right. Yeah,
that's the one
yeah.
where he just runs in,
Yeah.
destroyed him, set him up, and then Dempsey
Yeah.
roll, then ended
was
the match
great.
in 20 seconds or 30 seconds or something ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I think that was another reminder that because Ippo in some ways had no relationship with the boxer, it was easy for him to just come out the gate.
Right.
So that might have been a really clever setup to be like, yeah, Ippo does better when he has no relationship with the boxer, because then he doesn't see them as, as wholesome Ippo usually does, as a good person that I want to show them.
I want to be friends with them.
Yeah,
and I look up to you. And,
I want
you know,
to show them that I am a worthy boxer to fight against. Not that I want to show them that I'm a terrifying boxer to fight against.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
yeah.
Okay.
But, y'all, this was a good episode. We've set up some wonderful stuff. I loved the internal perspective from Hammer now.
Yep, that was
loved
wonderful.
getting inside his head and seeing how he's
Let's get
kind of
more of
figured
that.
this out. More of that, and I want a good section of time processing the match after it's over with both of them there talking to each other, and it's going to be awesome. So, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us and the community there about this show, about anime in general, and you can also talk with Jacob about the sci-fi novel that he wrote.
Yep. Battle Lines, it's a sci-fi novel written by yours truly, and it is available for purchase on Amazon. Link in the description down below.
Yeah, so if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.